Hi, we're Nicole and Mico, a couple of Canadians who quit our job in March of 2021 to start traveling the world full-time. In 2022, we began the South American leg of this adventure, and after journeying through Argentina and Chile, we have now begun to explore the colorful and exciting country of Bolivia. Good morning from the tiny Bolivian town of Uyuni. We made our way here from La Paz and arrived yesterday, and today we are starting a 3-day tour of the Salt Flats. Let's go.
Let me show you guys a quick tour of the truck that we're in today. So here she is in all her glory. Got pretty big tires, and we got another tire up there. We got all our bags up there, and there's about 6 of us, not including the driver, sitting in here. So it's a little cram, that's for sure. But I think this truck's gonna be doing us pretty well over the next, I think, couple thousand kilometers. Ready?
Ready. 3-day Salt Flat tour. Here we go. We are at our first official stop of the day. We have been doing a lot of driving this morning. We've seen lots and lots of llamas on the road, and now we have arrived at the Valley of the Rocks, which is like an area of, I guess our guide called it volcanic rocks. It's really cool looking. It kind of reminds me of the moon, as if I have been to the moon before. Reminds me.
You know the last time we were at the moon? Kind of remember, looked like that. No, actually it reminds me of more like Cappadocia. Kind of got that Cappadocian feel with more red rock though.
Yeah.
And like less phallic looking rocks. So. Look at this majestic view, everybody. This is so beautiful. Are you ready for it? Nature is so beautiful. Hold on. Gone off the truck and we're at Chiñapa Lake. And interesting about this lake is there are tons of flamingos. It's a little bit windy today, but it's a nice day. Nice day to do some flamingo watching. And also Chiñapa Lake is called Chiñapa Lake because we're right beside the Chiñapa volcano right there. What do you think?
Flamingos! It's actually so cool. It's so weird to be where flamingos are in the wild. Like, I guess I didn't know where they were, like in the wild, but like, it's weird that they're just here. Like, this is just normal. Just a flamingo on a Friday or whatever day this is.
Do you guys see how those flamingos eat? I have never seen that before.
It's like out of their nose.
They're like, it's like they drag their beak in the sand.
It's like they're snorting the
It's like they're
crabs or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like they're snorting their food. I've never seen that before.
I feel a little lied to because not a single one of these flamingos has its foot up. Not one of them is standing on one foot. Isn't that what flamingos are supposed to do? Like one leg up? Isn't that a thing? I don't know. Do I look like that?
Okay, we made it over to the next stop. A couple more lakes with more flamingos, and I think the lake is called Stinky Lake. I don't know why it's called Stinky Lake. It's not that stinky, even though it's pretty windy.
Apparently there's more methane in this one, so it stinks. I don't smell it.
Ah, can't smell anything.
I don't smell it.
But the views here are really nice because there's like huge mountains like surrounding us. And apparently those mountains are like almost 6,000 meters tall, so that is like mind-blowing.
They just don't look that tall, that's why.
They don't.
At 4,000 meters. We're at Deep Lake. It's called Deep Lake because it's literally lower. Not because it's deep, just because it's lower. I thought that was kind of funny.
This deep lake is pretty cool, but I think what's even cooler is the fact that we like basically took no roads to get here. Like driving here was just over like this barren land where there are no roads, just ruts where other cars have been. And it's kind of like a choose your own adventure to get to this lake. It was really, really cool. I don't think Google Maps works here. Okay, we made it to our last stop of the day, which is pretty much all my hair can take from all this wind. But this is the Red Lagoon, so called because it looks pretty red. I guess it's pretty red because there's like microorganisms on the top, and that's what all the flamingos like feed off of, giving them somewhat of a pinkish reddish color themselves as well. But it's about 60 square kilometers, and I think on some ends or near this end, it's like only 45 centimeters deep. So it's pretty wide and it looks pretty shallow.
Welcome home for the night. Isn't so bad. Doesn't look like much from outside, but it's pretty good in here. So it's 4:30 and we just made it to the hot springs. It's really stinking cold out here, so I'm really looking forward to getting in. And unsurprisingly, we are the only people here. But we're here to see the sunrise, I think, from the hot springs.
How is it?
It's very nice actually.
The sky is so nice.
So it's about 6 o'clock. At first I thought we got here like way too early. Felt like we were gonna be here all day. But got to see a gorgeous Milky Way, all of that.
Stars are out like wild tonight.
Yeah.
It's just it's such a clear sky too. There's no moon, so it's so pretty.
Yeah, and then before we knew it, like the sun has just started to rise. So actually we got here at a good time. We're the only ones here still. I think we might be the only ones wild enough to get up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Drive an hour and a half to the hot springs. How cool is this? I feel like we have like the most Bolivian scenery I could ever possibly ask for. Like the hot springs, the flamingo, more birds in the background, this sort of gorgeous sunrise.
Yeah, not gonna lie, it seems like a bit of like a magical morning scenery with like the fog or the mist from the hot spring.
Alright guys, now it's time for geysers.
Okay, we have left the hot springs and we are now at the geysers.
And we're freezing again.
He said don't jump into the geysers because they're like,
Between 100 and 800 degrees.
yeah,
I
so
think Celsius.
they're
So
probably
don't jump in.
a little bit hot.
Should I go run through it?
Yeah. Do it.
Oh, it's really stinky. It smells so bad. And it's warm. Oh man, it reeks.
It's like super cool being here with the geysers, but at the same time it's like legit very scary because there's like large open pits. There's no like fences or anything like that. If you don't look at where you're going, you just fall into a geyser. Whoa!
Look at all the flamingos. I think that in the 3 days we're going to be on this trip, I'm going to see more flamingos in 3 days than I will the entire rest of my entire life. There are so many flamingos here.
What is this?
Welcome to the Salt Hotel. Home for the night. How cool is this? Literally everything's salt. I would lick it for you, but that seems like a terrible choice. Literally everything's made of salt, like the bed frames, obviously the walls, the ground. Look at the ground.
So when he said that we were going to be spending the night at the Salt Hotel, we didn't quite understand what that meant. We thought it was just like a hotel, you know, the Salt Flats, they call it Salt Hotel. But this hotel is actually like made out of salt.
I think it's really common here. There seems to be lots of them.
But we're really, really close now to the Salt Flats. We're going to be going there tomorrow, so that's going to be like, we're so excited. Good morning, everybody. We're super pumped because today is the day we're gonna see the flats and see the big mirror effect.
And our first stop is the train cemetery, which you can see behind us. This is super cool. So the trains first arrived here, I guess, in like 1890. And actually, some of the first trains were from Canada. They worked for 30 years and then they've been sitting here for 100 years, just, you know, decaying. And now they are an epic tourist attraction. So welcome to the train cemetery in Uyuni, Bolivia. Everyone's like climbing on top of the trains like that. But if I'm honest, I'm just like, I don't think I want to. It just looks like a recipe for a really rusty cut.
be honest, I don't really understand why. I mean, I think it is cool to climb on stuff like this. It's like kind of going through like a junkyard.
Yeah,
but like,
that's true.
I got no interest right now.
I know.
I'm happy just watching them rust.
Parkour! 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 Michael, parkour! 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 Parkour!
Here we are, guys.
It's just wild.
It is so strange. It's neat to just look into the horizon and just like feel like it goes on forever.
It does. It looks like it goes forever. I'm so excited. This is so neat. Like, it feels a lot like snow in
Yeah.
a weird way, but it's like not that cold.
Being Canadian, you know, seeing white on the ground isn't that.
Unusual.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of snow, but then to
This flat.
walk around it
Yeah.
and knowing that all this white is salt,
It's so cool.
so strange.
Very, very neat.
I feel like I'm walking in like a desert, and I just feel like you could just walk for days and days and days and not see anything. Like when I look at like the camera and I see the video of like Nicole walking and stuff, I feel like, is she in heaven? Are we in heaven right now, everybody? Did we die somewhere in the Andes? In that hot spring or something? On the O track?
We have chairs. Our guide brought chairs. We're supposed to put our feet into the hot water. We're calling it relaxing time.
Okay, Christian just gave us some Bolivian wine, so it's a little bit of extra special relaxing time.
This is relaxing. Okay, distract you from the cold.
So we've driven further out into the Salt Flats, and I think this is the point where we start taking kind of funny perspective photos.
So our driver slash guide slash now photographer has taken out like the mats from the car and put them on the ground on the salt so we can get awesome photos of us. This is fantastic. Look. This is so neat. And this is the dry part. Wait till we get to the mirrors. This is the coolest thing. It's like 2 inches of water at sunrise, so that's a sunset. And so much salt.
Look at this. You can just pick up the salt and it's like a little puck. Oof. It actually looks like salt, like table salt. Salty. Apparently you have to find like the right kind of like depth of the water, so you can't be too shallow or too deep. If it's too shallow, then you don't get the mirror effect. If it's too deep, you get too many ripples. So we're like in a perfect spot in the Salt Flats where there's water right now, and it's creating like the picturesque water effect.
So beautiful.
And the sunset's gonna happen in a little while. This is great.
This is something that I think I've been talking about doing for like 15 years or something. So to finally have it is pretty special.
has been an incredible 3 days. It's been so epic going around the Bolivian Salt Flats and the Andes, just amazing.
Amazing. If Bolivia is not already on your bucket list, you should add it because this is just absolutely incredible. We're going to put the camera down and enjoy the rest of our sunset, and we will catch you in the next one.
Thanks for watching.
Can you see me?
No.
Do I look like a ghost?
Good morning, everybody.
Excellent start. How cool is this?
Alright, so with that, we'll leave you there. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
I don't know why I do that.